getting on a flight to San Diego. I feel like moving there. My plan is find a place to live, secure like some finances, and like just go from there. So I am going to Portland tomorrow. I think I want something with like trees. I think I want something like a bit more foresty or whatever. So we're in Portland right now, and I am staying at this wonderful Airbnb. Once I figured out what my dream house was supposed to look like, there was nothing pulling me, there was nothing pushing me in any particular direction. Forget what I said, I'm going to San Francisco. I'm in San Jose right now. Thinking that like, okay, maybe I need to go to Seattle. I just arrived in Seattle, and this is the most luxe premium Airbnb. I'm like down the block from a freaking lake. Hey you guys, I think this is my first time speaking to you guys today. If it is, then hi, I hope you guys are doing great. If it's not, then disregard this. But anyway, so hold up a second. So this morning I just woke up. I woke up and I was like, okay, I need to find a place to live, like an area to live. So I put some feelers out, and then I made a list of places where I'm just going to rent a car and just drive around and like check out the areas and check out the vibes. Also, I was on like Zillow this morning, and I was looking for just for a general house, like what the houses look like, because I wanted to get like a general idea of like how much space and stuff I could expect. And just for shits and giggles, I filtered the available houses by like which ones were like open houses, because I didn't want to schedule like a house tour, because like I'm not like at that point yet. So I looked for open houses, and there was only one house that was available today. It was like this like $3 million house, like this big ass house. Looks absolutely beautiful. So I was like, okay, I'll check it out. So I just came from there, and it was I'm telling you, signs, yo. The lady showing the house, she's from Brooklyn. Well, she's not from Brooklyn, she's from Seattle. She lived in Brooklyn for 20 years, and she lived like in Crown Heights. And we just kind of talked about like our life in Brooklyn and stuff like that, and like I was just asking her questions, and then yeah, my bad. Yeah, and we just had like a really good conversation. Like it was crazy. We exchanged business cards and stuff like that, and yeah, she gave me like a lot of good tips and a lot of good advice, and so that was really interesting. That was very like crazy that happened. And what else? As far as the house itself goes, the house itself is beautiful. Like I'll put clips in it. I'll put clips in the video of it, but the house itself was beautiful. What actually made me want to check it out was, in one of the photos, they had like a garage, like a basketball hoop inside of the garage. And that's been something I've been looking at closely, because I really want like a gymnasium area in my house. And for that, I kind of need like high ceilings. So seeing that alone was like kind of like enough for me to check it out. And plus the house looked beautiful. So, so yeah, I had that. That part of the house was fine. It was just like that the garage area was like a little bit smaller than I would need, so I was thinking like I might have to expand it or whatever. But other than that, like the house was absolutely beautiful. It's just too big for my purposes. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. Like I think like 4,000 or something square feet. It's absolutely huge. So too big for my purposes, but it was very useful because it did give me like some necessary like context, I guess, of like how space looks like IRL, and like how I could use space. So I guess the good news is that like I don't need something that big. that place is far too big for me. And also I really want a pool, and that place doesn't have a pool. It has a jacuzzi, but it doesn't have a pool. So yeah, I am prioritizing like that as well. Because part of me was like, hey, do I actually need a pool? There are community pools, there's a lake or whatever. But like, I know me, and like I don't trust lakes like that. Like I know I can check the bacteria level, but like I walked around the lake yesterday near where I'm staying, and like there was like geese and geese shit everywhere, and I'm like, first of all, I'm not swimming in this lake, even though it's a big lake. I'm not swimming in this lake, and I'm not fishing. Well, I make fish in this lake, but I'm not swimming in it. So, and then and in the community pools, like they have like their hours. Sometimes they're open, sometimes they're closed. Like sometimes it's crowded, sometimes it's like not in great condition. So it's just like, you know what? Like these are all just obstacles that I don't want to deal with. Like I'm at a point right now where it's like I know exactly what I want and what I need, and I can't like tolerate like obstacles in my way for them. And that's why it's very important that like the house that I'm looking for has like everything that I need, so that I can like do everything I want to do on my time when I want to do it, like at the level that I want to do it. So yeah, but I did get some good news. She did tell me some good news. Like I told her this. I didn't say it like exactly like this, but I basically told her like what I was looking for. And I did, I guess, get some good news in that like the places where I had on my list, like the areas I had on my list, they were like on the outskirts of Seattle. And I did get some assurance that like I don't really need, for like my purposes, to like unless I necessarily super want to be on the outskirts, I don't really need to, because getting that kind of like getting what I want is I don't need to be so far out of Seattle to get what I want. I guess it's more so like the lot and like the house itself. And so all I have to do is really just like kind of like look around and like find what like really speaks to me, and then just go from there. So it has expanded my like horizons, which is good. But that also means I have to do more digging and more searching, which is like not a bad thing, I guess. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Right now I'm currently walking to either Enterprise or Alamo or Hertz, whatever the fuck, and I'm going to rent a car, and I'm just going to drive around to areas that like I marked on the map and just sort of get a feel for these areas. And yes, yeah, so yeah, that's the plan. I'll see you guys. Also, I can't like understate or overstate, whatever the fuck, how surreal that experience was. Like touring a $3 million home and like having like this conversation with like the real estate person, and like, I mean, we didn't talk about finances and money, but like just discussing it and like having like a conversation about like what I want in a home, and like being sort of like confident about it. Like she asked me like what do I do, and I told her that like I take I forgot what I told her actually, but I did mention I do photography. And like it's so crazy because it's just like it's I don't know, there is like a gap between like how I present myself and like, well, it's not really a gap actually, it's more like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just kind of strange, because when if someone asks me like I do like photography or like video stuff and stuff like that, it's the truth, I do that. And I am establishing like an online presence for those things. Am I making money off of those things? No, not at the moment, but like that is what I'm doing. And like that is like sort of like my job at the moment. So like I feel like how I talk about like myself and what I do, it doesn't give off the wrong impression, but like it's like I'm like telling half the story. But like, I mean, I guess what more is there to the story? Like I don't know, it feels weird. Like it feels bordering imposter syndrome, But like, I don't necessarily feel like an imposter. It's just more like, this is what I'm doing right now. Like my reality hasn't caught up to it, but like this is just like, ignore my reality and just like pay attention to like what I'm telling you. That's basically that. But I think that is why it becomes very important to live the life that you want to live all the way through. So like when you find yourself in like these kinds of situations, like it gives you confidence to like aspire and to like speak confidently. Because I am doing photography and stuff like that, and I did start a company and I am doing all this stuff, I can speak about that, like, and whether someone thinks that I'm running $1 million company or like I'm not making any money, that's their business, but like I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So the more you like do the stuff that you want to do and the more like you live the life that you want to live, like you just sort of like naturally, I guess, come to part. I don't know. I'm just like talking, but like it was surreal. Anyway, I'm gonna take some videos real quick because there's like a railroad thing over here. I'm gonna take some videos of that and some photos, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay. Hey you guys, I am in the vehicle. I left the car rental place and I came to this area. It's like near where their Space Needle is. I got this place called Dick's or Dave? Dick's Dive-In? Dick's Drive-Thru? Some shit like that. I got a burger that was pretty cheap. That was alright. And then I'm nearby the Space Needle, so I went down like the Space Needle area. I did some walking around and shit. So now it's currently like 5:30-ish, and I'm not sure what to do next. I don't really feel like I have to look anymore for a place to live, because I think I'll be pretty good with like wherever, honestly. Yeah, like after my conversation with the real estate lady and with the car rental dude, basically like the conclusion was like, you can't really go wrong. Just choose a house basically that like kind of like that you like or whatever, and that has the space that you need to go from there. So yeah, I don't know what to do next then. I guess I will continue to, because he did give me a route, the guy at Enterprise. I could just go around, like loop around the city. So he gave me a route to just check out. So I guess I'll do that. And then probably head back to my Airbnb. And then probably call it a day. Okay, that's what it sounds like. All right, whatever. I guess it's like whatever at this point. Yeah, I guess it's whatever at this point. I'll just keep moving, and then I shall get somewhere. Hey guys, so I came back to the Airbnb a few hours ago. I took a nap. I woke up, did some like a little bit of yoga, a little bit of meditation. I got some inspiration to like actually draw like the blueprints of my future house. So that was fun. That was exciting. I showered and I'm about to eat some dinner and call it a night. Dinner is just like leftovers from like last night. I just made some vegetables last night. Like some broccoli, some corn, some carrots, some beans, some like shrimp and crab. Yeah, some leftovers from last night. And yeah, so I'll just call it a night for today, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye.